Composition of the human body. Body composition may be analyzed in terms of molecular type, e.g., water, protein, connective tissue, fats, hydroxylapatite, carbohydrates, and DNA. In terms of tissue type, the body may be analyzed into water, fat, muscle, bone, etc. In terms of cell type, the body contains hundreds of different types of cells, but notably, the largest number of cells contained in a human body are not human cells, but bacteria residing in the normal human gastrointestinal tract. Almost 99% of the mass of the human body is made up of 6 elements: oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, calcium, and phosphorus. Only about 0.85% is composed of another 5 elements: potassium, sulfur, sodium, chlorine, and magnesium. All 11 are necessary for life. The remaining elements are trace elements, of which more than a dozen are thought on the basis of good evidence to be necessary for life. All of the mass of the trace elements put together do not add up to the body mass of magnesium, the least common of the 11 non-trace elements. Not all elements which are found in the human body in trace quantities play a role in life. Some of these elements are thought to be simple bystander contaminants without function, while many others are thought to be active toxics, depending on amount. The possible utility and toxicity of a few elements at levels normally found in the body is debated. Functions have been proposed for trace amounts of cadmium and lead, although these are almost certainly toxic in amounts very much larger than normally found in the body. There is evidence that arsenic, an element normally considered a toxin in higher amounts, is essential in ultra-trace quantities, in mammals such as rats, hamsters, and goats. Some elements are probably needed by mammals also, but in far smaller doses. Bromine is used abundantly by some lower organisms, and opportunistically in eosinophils in humans. One study has found bromine to be necessary to collagen IV synthesis in humans. Fluorine is used by a number of plants to manufacture toxins, but in humans only functions as a local hardening agent in tooth enamel, and not in an essential biological role. The average 70 kg adult human body contains approximately 7027700000000000000 black spade 7 × 10^27 atoms and contains at least detectable traces of 60 chemical elements. About 29 of these elements are thought to play an active positive role in life and health in humans. The relative amounts of each element vary by individual, mainly due to differences in the proportion of fat, muscle and bone in their body. Persons with more fat will have a higher proportion of carbon and a lower proportion of most other elements. The numbers in the table are averages of different numbers reported by different references. The adult human body averages 53% water. This varies substantially by age, sex, and adiposity. In a large sample of adults of all ages and both sexes, the figure for water fraction by weight was found to be 48 ± 6% for females and 58 ± 8% water for males. Water is 11% hydrogen by mass but 67% hydrogen by atomic percent, and these numbers along with the complementary percent numbers for oxygen in water, are the largest contributors to overall mass and atomic composition figures. Because of water content, the human body contains more oxygen by mass than any other element, but more hydrogen by atom fraction than any element. The elements listed below as essential in humans are those listed by the Food and Drug Administration as essential nutrients, as well as 6 additional elements: oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, and nitrogen, sulfur and cobalt. Elements listed as possibly or probably essential are those cited by the National Research Council as beneficial to human health and possibly or probably essential. Iron equals 3G in men, 2.3G in women. Of the 94 naturally occurring chemical elements, 60 are listed in the table above. Of the remaining 34, it is not known how many occur in the human body. Most of the elements needed for life are relatively common in the Earth's crust. Aluminium, the third most common element in the Earth's crust, serves no function in living cells, but is harmful in large amounts. Transferins can bind aluminium. The composition of the human body is expressed in terms of chemicals. The composition of the human body can be viewed on an atomic and molecular scale as shown in this article. The estimated gross molecular contents of a typical 20 micrometer human cell is as follows. Body composition can also be expressed in terms of various types of material, such as: there are many species of bacteria and other microorganisms that live on or inside the healthy human body. In fact, 90% of the cells in a human body are microbes, by number. Some of these symbionts are necessary for our health. Those that neither help nor harm humans are called commensal organisms.